Over the last decade, Forza has really established itself as one of the more critically acclaimed franchises in all of video games, not just for car racing games, but for every single genre. Forza is right up there in the top echelon for consistently producing great games. And that's usually off the back of his, obviously you can see the great graphics, the great physics, and just the fun nature. It does a good job of balancing simulation with pick up and play, with things such as the rewind feature and the driving light and all that. There's a lot of other assists that you can go into as well. But Forza also has one very underrated feature that could easily revolutionize all video games, and that's called the Drivartar. Now, if you've never played Forza, I'll quickly explain what the Drivartar is. When you're playing single player or multiplayer, the game tracks your tendencies, and it will pick up how you like to approach corners. Are you an aggressive driver? Do you like to brake on corners? Do you like to bump cars out of the way, as you saw me to start this video with, for example? And it creates essentially a profile, an AI, of how you like to race. Now, Forza isn't the only video game that's ever done this. NFL 2K5 actually did this too, with the VIP system. And what they did with that was two things actually. You could play against yourself and learn against like how to beat yourself essentially, so you learn your weaknesses. And the second thing was you could play against the AI clones of celebrities such as Johnny Knoxville and I can't remember who else. But they never really took it to the next level like Forza has done, where when you're playing single player campaign like I'm doing here, you're actually driving against your friends and other rivals based off your skills, and you're not driving against AI. Well, you are driving against AI, but you're not driving against computer-generated AI. You're driving against the tendencies of those people. Now, you might be thinking, oh yeah, that's a cool little feature, but how does that potentially revolutionize gaming? And this feature actually came out in Forza 5, which was a launch title for the Xbox One. So this has been around for a while, so I'm surprised that other genres really haven't picked up on this idea and tried to implement it into their games. Because when you think about it, think about any game. It could be GTA. If you got a mission, instead of going up against computer-generated AI, you could be going up against how your friends play their missions. Or if you're doing a franchise in Madden or NBA 2K or whatever, instead of going up against how the CPU AI would play using specific teams or players. So if you got a match up against Golden State, for example, it would be how your friend uses Golden State and not how the AI uses Golden State. And that could really revolutionize everything, because it wouldn't be boring anymore. I know that when I'm playing campaign or single player of anything, you pick up tendencies of how you can exploit the AI because it's so limited. And now all of a sudden, it's almost like you're going up against your friends. I think this is an opportunity that gaming, for whatever reason, isn't embracing. Maybe because it'll create a situation where multiplayer and the dominance of the multiplayer components of games will be challenged. And that's a real money-making part of games now, especially with microtransactions. But for the love of God, bring it into other games. It would be so cool. It's such wasted potential, and would truly reinvigorate single player gaming. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about it. Let us know if you think this would actually revolutionize gaming, or would it just be a sort of a forgotten feature over the years.